Leaders of the Ajaero-led faction of the Nigeria Labour Congress have assured Nigerian workers that efforts are being made to improve their welfare. Factional leader of the NLC, Mr. Ajaero, explains the need for the labour unions to exercise caution and diligence in its negotiations with representatives of the federal government. He says irrational decisions which are not well thought out could truncate the entire process, which begins this week. Also speaking at a press briefing in Lagos, National President of the Nigeria Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, Mr. Igwe Achese, says the group will clearly identify areas of concern, including an upward review of the minimum wage and implementation of the palliatives as outlined in the 2016 budget.
You don't start a strike without planning for it. You have to budget for it. You have to strategize. You have to set up strike committees. You have to talk to the people about the strike. It's not something you do 2 days or 3 days, you say you're on the street. Strike management is different from protests. All of us here, we can go to the street and protest, carry placards within some minutes. But if you want to organize for a strike, you should hold meetings with your people for them to buy into it. Tell them the reasons why you want to go on strike. Leafleteering, pamphleteering, all those issues to sensitize them. And we have been doing this before now. Even at the unit level, you go to those units and tell them why they should close the gates, or why they should be on strike, or why they should not even go to the office. That is to the extent some of us understood, if you want to go on strike, you should plan. And it's not a question of maybe you had a meeting on Friday, on Monday you had another meeting, Tuesday you are still not back to your station, and there is strike Wednesday. We believe that even if we decide to strike, it will be after the option of negotiation or giving you audience might have failed. And on the basis of that, we entered into negotiation, and we got 2 weeks for these committees to start and conclude their works.
But I want to assure Nigerians that when we go on the table to start talking over these issues, for sure, in terms of the minimum wage, which is very critical, which is very important to the heart of Nigerian workers, that 18,000 cannot sustain the current hike in the NEPA tariff, the current hike in the petroleum price, which we don't want to talk about, because the price issue will be dealt with appropriately by the time what we're pursuing is also instituted. And we're talking about the board of PPPRA, with the standard with the responsibility of the price modulations. And we feel when that board is reconstituted, which we've been battling for the past 2 years, to reconstitute that board. And you agree with me that Nupeng and Pengasan blew a whistle in 2010 over the activities of the PPPRA board that led Nigerians seeing where trillions of nairas are being fraudulently collected by a few individuals of this great country.